In another dimension, fear is non-existent. Sold off the swing.
This is on Spider-Verse.
Yeah, this is your boy Wayne. He kind of went in on this, man.
He's singing a lot.
No, I think that's Sway Lee or something.
Weezy Carter, I'm about to go Peter Parker, Spider-Man. If he ain't me, he just a creeper. Spot the lighter, pull up in a new Ferrari Spider. Spider web necklace with the diamonds. She turn the Spider-Woman if a fighter. I will not go back and forth with you. I see you got the black with you. You should have had a black hero with you. I get an arachnophobia. I've been living since I met the lighter. Since I was an instant spider, they been trying to wash the spider out. I got spiders crawling out your mouth.
Dope.
Kind of went in on that, man.
Yeah, I just I was doing a playlist for like hype shit to get you hype, and I put some of Lil Wayne's classic shit in there.
Can't go wrong with Lil Wayne. Yo,
yeah.
OSNV, what's good, my peoples?
We're back, everybody. It's been a hot minute.
Don't try to adjust your screen. That's not like, because yo, I'm looking at you, Easy. We all kind of look related.
Yo. I can see it.
Seriously.
Yo, but I appreciate y'all adding me on and having with y'all, man. I'm gonna enjoy kicking it with y'all.
Absolutely, man. We're happy to have you on board, and
let us
appreciate your contributions.
Let us do this righteous. So it's been like 2 years we've been saying you were gonna have a guest.
Hey, better late than never, right?
Better aside from being a guest, you know, this is his home, and definitely I'm glad to have you aboard, man. For so many reasons, you know, from being a hip hop connoisseur to being an engineer, and not even just an engineer, but an elite engineer, you know, definitely
appreciate that
on a high level. And just being a part of so many hip hop moments that many people may not ever know. You know, being in the room, you know, when people are always like, yo, I wonder how it would be in a room with Wu-Tang or with KRS or you know, and like you had the glory to record all of these people, you know what I mean? So, and dealing with, of course, Tony Touch, you know, shout out to him, shout out to D Zilla. But man, again, thank you for joining the team.
Welcome.
Yeah, of course, man. It's my pleasure and my honor, man. I appreciate y'all having me on.
And now, you know, now you're a full-blown artist. Like, it's crazy because, you know, Eaz used to record, you know, we from GD part, that's the cloth we're from. And for the most part, Eaz would jump on tracks, and Eaz always showed his lyricism, you know, his ability, but it was never his like the forefront. And now when I'm like just turn on Instagram, it's everywhere. I'm seeing promote you going in, son. That's so amazing to see, man.
I appreciate that, man. And I know you talk about
it's
that.
It's inspiring, man. Very inspiring.
It feels like another lifetime ago, man. But when I look back on it, I do look back on it with pride, and it was a lot of accomplishments. Eventually, man, you know what they say, when you turn your passion into a job, sometimes it starts to feel like a job. And eventually you start to burn yourself out, man. And so I had to leave it alone for a little bit. And then when I felt like, you know, music was missing, you know, I needed it back again, I started to evaluate that what I was really missing was creating, man. I missed being a creative person. More so than just a technical person. I mean, I always use my technical know-how in my creativity, but I always felt like there wasn't enough creativity. So I'm trying to get back to that, man. And I feel like that's been most fulfilling as I've gotten back.
Not just back to it, bro. You.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
going
that.
In.
No doubt, man.
You know, I think you touched on something that is heavy, and I think it only so many people could deal with so much, and is, you know, during those days, again, you were the studio and the engineer, and that's like a big bulk, you know, and this is also even being transparent with our internal team here too. You know, everything fell upon Theme, you know, who does a lot of the technical stuff, and it takes its toll, you know, when everything, and then aside from that, you're doing your own projects, and then just having to be responsible for so much. I know, I could tell, I know from experience, from just dealing on so many facets, that that's definitely hard. But I'm glad that you realize it's not. This isn't just a hobby or it's fun. This is literally like therapeutic. It's medicinal for us. And the culture needs it, man. Hip hop
Yeah,
needs it, especially nowadays. They need as much of
Can't leave rap
purity.
alone. The game needs me.
exactly. There you
Seriously,
go.
You know
There
what I
you go.
mean?
and people, you don't need. Of course, we all want thousands and thousands of followers, but when you have loyal and dedicated fans, man, you impact a lot more than you realize.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree 100%.
And I see a lot of your stuff on Spotify. Like I was
Yeah.
looking through it, and you have a lot of catalogs out there, man.
Yeah,
You've
man,
been
I dropped
busy.
2 instrumental albums, one last year, one earlier this year. And then I just put out my debut album on the 24th of April. So I got that circulating right now. And I'm trying to stay busy or as busy as possible. I do have a newborn he's 3 months old now, going on 4 months old. So that
God
kind of put a
bless.
little, thank you, man.
God
That
bless.
put a little wrinkle into how crazy I
Just a
was.
little.
I
Just
know.
a little,
I
just
know
a
how it
little.
is, man.
Yeah,
I've
man.
been doing
And
it
the
two
thing was,
years
is
ago.
like I almost knew it was gonna happen. So like in January, I was just going in. I was doing a beat a day, like everything, like the sequencing, everything, and just banging them out. And then next day I was making sure that I had another one done. Sometimes if I was lucky, I was squeezing in two a day. It's almost like I knew that once it happened, I was gonna have to slow down just a little bit. But the good thing about it was during that time when he was just born, I started writing a little bit more. So even though I wasn't able to like spend an hour or two trying to create beats, I still tried to be as productive as I could, and that helped me through that. So that now when I'm getting back on it, it's almost like I didn't miss a beat. I got my rhymes up, I got beats coming back, and I'm just trying to keep and stay productive, almost trying to make up for whatever time I missed.
Cinematic rap.
Cinematic rap, yeah, that's the name of the album. Again, it dropped on the 24th of April. And
Dope.
I got another video that I'm working on for this joint Pop Sun. But I do got a few videos out now. I got a video for joint Green Love that I got with my
I
man.
like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Shout
got
out
a
to
lyric.
Lefty.
I got a lyrics video out for Cinematic Experience, which is my personal favorite joint on the album. And a couple of others, Nothing But a Numbers Game and The Art of Rap. So I got a few videos out now, and I'm just trying to build on that and trying to release a few more singles. I got another single I'm about to drop
You got
called
that Tide Soldiers one, right, too?
Tide Soldier. Yeah, I dropped that as a single. I don't have a video for that one yet, but I got a new single coming out now. It's called When It Goes Down. So I should have that out in about a week or two. So I'm just trying to continue working, man, and continue putting stuff out.
Do you produce all of your tracks as well?
Mostly I'm starting to branch out now to other producers, man. I've had a few people hit me up for some collabs. So
I got some beats for you too.
Yeah. And at first I really was just focusing on self-producing and like doing everything solo, because again, when you do as much as you can on your own, you don't gotta wait on nobody. But a lot of this game is networking and collabing. So I just wanted to make sure that I keep my options open and work with as many people as I can. There's a lot of talent out there, man. A lot of talent, though. You can't just shut your eyes and close yourself off. You got to try to work with as many people as you can who can not only are talented themselves, but grow your talent. So that's been my mindset throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, and I think that's something I picked up from you and from Theme. Theme put me onto a couple of apps where I was just like, holy shit, man, there's so many communities out there.
Yeah.
And music and finishing the book and people, man, and affordable too, because
right.
When you go through the mainstream outlets, of course, it's not that it wouldn't be worth it, but there's a lot of talented people out there that you're not just going to be paying for the name, you'll pay for the quality.
Exactly. Work.
Yeah, so that's the beauty of it. That's why we're here. We all have our own creative expression. We all come from that musical background. And sometimes you just learn different things as you go along, and you branch out, and
we're definitely in a different dimension, man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We're because in this dimension, the Spider-Man in this world, we got Theme rhyming again. Theme, you remember where Theme came.
That's
Theme,
in this.
He stems from T Weapons. Remember, you had Psalms, Is, and myself, and you had Theme, right? Now, you know, for whatever reasons, you know, it's not that we broke up. He just, you know, fell back a little, focused on his family and more of the art and digital stuff. But now I got him
making
beats as well. And now I got him back in the booth. He dropped something that was pretty dope. So I could see a future collab with us three on that too. You know what I mean?
We'll see. Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, I'm down to collab, but you know, I'm taking it as I go. You know, that felt good getting back in there. And it felt good getting back in the booth and everything. But it's like, you know, one step at a time. We'll see how it goes.
To be realistic, man, in today's day and age, you're lucky if you're just one thing. You rapping, you creating videos, you photoshopping images, you're doing everything in today's game now, because I mean, visuals is a big part of it, and for you to be able to put yourself out there, I mean, nobody wants to just hear something and not see you. So
that's
the only way you can really put quality content together is by doing everything.
That's the reason what pushed me also with the book too, because writing it was one step, right? And okay, that's accomplished, but now it's like getting this materialized. You know, that's a whole nother monster.
It's almost there. It's almost there. It's in the oven.
Yeah, but you know, doing this shows you how much you got to do on your own. You know, if of course you have the budget for it, then you know. But even then, it wouldn't be as personal either, because you're hiring certain people. Like one thing I'm noticing, right? Before I'm doing something else, I bring it to like closer people that I trust and let them see things just to get their kind of insight, because I think you'll get more of a genuine like opinion, you know, than sometimes you pay for something and it's like you either like it or you don't, but you still paid for that shit and you're still gonna have to keep it or not use it and still have paid for it, you know? Right. So man, so shout out on that. No, shout out to Steve Villa. He's amazing image. Yo, Eaz too. If you ever need somebody for graphic images, he's a beast too, man.
All right, definitely.
For singles. But all right, so we got the next single coming up, right? That's you said Pop Son. That's what you're working on.
That's my next video, and then I got a new single dropping called "When It Goes Down." That should be out in about a week or two. So that's my main focus right now.
And you're shooting the videos as well.
Yeah. I'm shooting the videos.
Wearing all the hats.
Yeah, exactly. You know what's funny is that at one point it was a main focus. Each thing that I'm doing right now, at one point it was a main focus. At one point I was you know,
doing it all. I know.
Yeah, I was shooting events. I was filming weddings. I was video editing, doing all that. So I kind of take that skill and I keep it in my pocket. And then I was doing some stuff on photoshopping and editing images, whether it was for family, whether it was artwork. So I took that skill, I put it in my pocket. And then the engineering, the artistry, and even the producing, that was just the latest thing that I kind of learned, but I've been around it forever. I just never really tried to apply myself to it. And now when I got the itch to make music, it's like, I mean, do I go looking for beats or do I just try to see if I can make some on my own? So I tried to apply myself to that a little bit and, you know, a couple whack ones, and then, you know, something just clicks and you start making some stuff that you really like. And
you got a sound. You already got a sound. It's definitely a vintage hip hop sound.
Yeah, like that. And that's kind of what I would have been searching for anyway. So it worked out.
Anyone who knows Eaz, he's a real purist. Like
almost to a fault. But what are you gonna do?
No, I wouldn't say it's a fault. That's your lane, bro. That's your lane.
I said almost.
Yeah, true. You know, there's sometimes, not even sometimes, many times, GD, you know, we'll like to venture off and stretch the definition of hip hop with some kind of beats.
I'll be like, all right, this one I'm not jumping on. Yeah, I'm not jumping on this one. You know,
I'll mix it.
But in hindsight, I probably should have. You know, that's one thing I'm learning, that I'm trying not to be closed-minded anymore. There's just no point in it.
We still did double time. Remember that double time joint we did on that Pac beat? That was
fire,
bro.
So there's no point in limiting yourself, man.
Insert that song here, resurface that, and put the that was fire.
I've learned you get the best stuff when you step out of your comfort zone. So.
I agree.
That's right.
I agree. Challenges, man.
Got to push the envelope.
And I think you touched on something right now too. Pause. Is dedication, like etching. You need to carve out time to do something,
Yeah.
and I think that's one. I feel an evolution, point in my life in doing this whole writing process, because for the most part, people used to, doing something maybe one or two tries or three tries or a week or maybe even up to a month and it's accomplished. But to have something that wouldn't be finished in one sitting or two sittings or even three, like no, a month or two, it's almost like now like working out or something. It becomes part of the lifestyle, and nobody's gonna do this but you. You know what I mean? No one is gonna do the work that you want it, and especially to the point that you want it to be done. So I think that was one of the toughest lessons. And I spoke about writing the book for the longest on this, but it wasn't up until like 8 months ago where I was like really sat down and locked in, and like you said, took some time out every single day to make sure. And little by little, you start seeing eventually, the finish line on the horizon, and you're like, well, okay, oh shit, it's there. And, you start feeling good. But one of my issues, personal, being transparent here, is seeing the finish line or even getting there, and now just, happy to see the finish line. You know what I
To
mean?
see the finished product.
Yeah.
Exactly. And not doubting yourself when you get there, because you went through the whole process and you were happy through the whole process. You can't second guess at the end, man. You just kind of got to let the world hear it. Everybody's got to decide for themselves. You're not going to control how other people feel about it. So you can't worry about it.
Shit, exactly. And that kind of thing can help me more so with recording more music too, because when you're like kind of a perfectionist, man, you stay too. How many times I didn't kick verses over, bro? Like, yo, Eaz, I'm gonna kick my again.
I'm not letting you do that no more.
Yeah, that was a rule. But then now it's like I don't even. I just move on to another song.
Yeah, that's how you got to do.
And it's like you don't say stuck. Hold on, Ark TV Audible in the.
Your TV is your audio.
Yo.
I sent you a note and you this motherfucker reads it out loud.
Yo, you know what's funny? I thought I got a prompt or something. I was like, yo, what's going on here?
I think the main lesson too that Eaz was saying is picking up all these various skills and keeping it and using it and applying it to your own stuff, to your own projects. Because it's true, man. Throughout the years, you pick up all these different things and brush up on it and learn it and get good at it, and then at the end of the day, you bring it all together, to help push your brand.
Yeah, everything is useful, man. You can't leave it and forget about something. If you learn something along the way, man, apply it to what you're doing, because it just makes that more unique. You got, everybody's putting everything out. Once they scroll past you, there's somebody else that's doing, trying to do the same shit you're doing. So if you can stand out by taking every skill you've learned, then you got to do that.
Absolutely. I agree. Yeah, so the fuck were we talking about? Welcome back.
Well, what we should be talking about, because everybody else is talking about, and just
Air
talk
quality.
about it, couldn't say that we did it, right?
Yeah.
Yo, how did you guys feel when you stepped outside and you saw the dystopian skyline?
Bro, the fucking everything was red. Everything was yellow.
I feel like you was in Krypton, right?
I felt like I was in what's that shit, Blade Runner. Somebody put a picture of Blade Runner. Picture of Blade
Runner. Didn't it look exactly like that Mars rover?
Yeah, it said somebody need something from the bodega.
Yeah. I saw that one. Yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. Honestly, I'm out in Jersey, so to me, it didn't seem as crazy as some of the pictures I've seen people post of the city. But I could smell it in an office building on the third floor, like with no open windows, and you could just smell that shit. That shit was getting all in your brain and stuff. So it was definitely strong, man. Definitely strong. We're crazy far from where it even happened.
Yeah, that wind is just taking that shit everywhere. I was in the office on Wednesday. I go into the office Monday through Wednesday, and I'm up on the 11th floor. And that shit, like after a certain time, like in the morning, it was all right. Because the day before, Tuesday started, right? And then, or was it Monday? I don't remember, but it was Tuesday.
That's the regular, consumer lens. Let's throw it under the conspiracy lens. What have you heard?
I haven't heard anything. I mean, that's what they're telling us. It's a forest fire.
I heard a few. Yeah. So look what I heard. This is so far what I got.
Put on your
radar.
tinfoil hats.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes. All right. So there's a few farmers, right, who are upstate New York, and they were saying how they were closer to it, and they said it was a sudden mushroom cloud. It said it was almost like a bomb went off, and that's how fast it came. That's one, right? Because they were saying how, like, if you try to look up like the forest, there's not too much footage.
Canada wildfires. Yeah, you don't really see much of it.
There's nothing going on, especially over the heat it's causing. There should be like nothing but fucking a bunch of helicopters going around there looking at that shit, right? So that was like part of that, which again, all these conspiracy shit, bro, you could spin it so well, bro. I have you believe in anything, but it's good for entertainment.
That's really all it is, because no matter how it was caused, the shit don't make no difference to me. I mean, I'm still
no fucking difference.
I'm breathing this shit in. It's still happening, and we still got to go through it. So, I mean, you can hear it to be informed or misinformed, however you want to see it. But at the end, it makes no difference to how we got to deal with it.
I just hope it doesn't have serious health implications. You know,
that's the main concern. Yeah.
Everything fucking has.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit looks like it's in your crib right now, Ark, because your shit is mad yellow.
Yeah.
Yo, watch your mouth.
You got the haze going on in there.
I got that other haze going on.
I could tell.
You know what I'm saying? That's that haze. Not but yeah, so that happened, and of course that brings everyone in the tailspin and the frenzy, and you know, I think
today it cleared up though.
And they said it was gonna be crazy. They said it was gonna be crazier today.
Yep.
But I guess the winds are so strong.
It's better. Now it only smells like there's people burning outside, like smoking, but not really
that
like
smell, yo.
Yeah, it smells
like that barbecue
flavored
camps. Right.
Well, for me, at least out here, it smelled like flavored cigars, like flavored backwoods, flavored White House, like shit like that.
It's like pit fires. You just put some lumber.
We'll see in a few weeks when the shit turns into fucking The Last of Us.
Yeah,
everybody starts mutating into fucking monsters.
That's what my son said. He was like, "Yo, zombies." Shoot, man. Right now, well, do you see? I'm sure there's been a lot more of these sightings, but there was like it actually hit the real news about a crash landing. Some aliens crash landed in someone's backyard.
Really?
Yeah, and like there were huge figures. That were about like 10 feet. Somewhere in the mid states, of course.
Really? This was recently?
Yeah, like yesterday.
Oh wow. Yeah, those people are gonna get Men in Black, bro. You're not gonna hear from them again.
I know. It's so how they're just entertaining it. I mean, just because it's been going on forever. Come on, you've had your tinfoil community forever, but I feel like it's way more prominent right now. Like,
well, yeah, it's easier to just spread it and put it out now. I mean, you didn't have an outlet before to be able to put that out. So it almost made it more believable if you knew about it. You were in the know. Now it's like, somebody could put it up in 10 seconds and they can spread, and it's like now it's oversaturated, but it's just like anything else.
But now you don't even know what the fuck is real.
Yeah, that's part of it.
A lot of it is CGI. You don't know what's real, what's fucking After Effects.
Yeah.
It could be anything. I want to see the smoking gun, like fucking clear HD footage from multiple angles.
Yeah, you never
cameras.
Get it, right? 2023, but somehow people still got fuzzy cameras like everywhere.
It's always one angle, one camera. Like it should be multiple.
That's what always
you can never see their faces.
The whole
somehow
with the rocket ship with rocket ships. Why is there a fucking 2D 2HD camera pointing at the thrusters on every rocket ship? Like, I don't understand this shit. Nah, turn that shit, put that shit in the front of the fucking ship where we can see what's going on. Why are we looking at the thrusters?
They should have some red cams on there.
Things like that. So even on that same thread, right, that I was seeing that whole mushroom cloud bomb shit. There's a whole bunch of stories saying that there's two suns right now, and there's so much footage on it, like a bunch of different videos, and they're saying that that's what they were covering up. That's why they put that up in the sky. Like there's, and they, of course, had some of the footage of that too. Which again, you don't know what's real and what's not. It looked fucking real. It looked like two suns. Like even in the plane, there was one going to one side of the plane and then going to the other side of the plane and showing the.
Ark be deep diving into the internet, bro.
No lie, it's the algorithm. It's the algorithm. It's no lie.
Bro, he sends us like 20 different
all the time, bro. So of course they love me already with this shit. So they're gonna throw that shit in my feed. And it's like, I'm like,
it's because you're feeding it.
This shit isn't. This is the thing, right? I don't attach myself to this stuff, right? Then this is the biggest thing with everything, right? In life, this is what won't the least attachments you have to even the dearest things to you, the easier it is to live. Because when we attach ourselves to it, that's when you're holding on too much to the moment, and
then it has to be real, or it breaks you.
Yeah,
it breaks you if it's not real, and then it affects you that hard. Yeah, you got to detach yourself. The problem is, the more you watch it, the more it gives you.
Yeah. So what I know is like, okay, I know these are my I guess my fixes, right? I entertain it. I know it's same thing like chocolate, like eating dessert, right? I know I love chocolate dessert, but I know I'm not gonna have the whole cake. I have a slice. So it's just the tolerance and knowing, and
the discipline.
Of course. But I kind of chalk it up to also me just pursuing, wanting to learn more and see more, discover more, and not just like giving it up to, what the news says. It's like, especially now, right? With how wrong the news and the media and the quote unquote leaders were with COVID, right? They were like absolutely wrong with so much shit. And now I was like, wow, I think at least the people will be more prepared for if they were to try to pull something like this next time, right?
Yeah.
But if the next time they pull something, right, first of all, it's going to not be this. It's going to be something else. It's going to throw a self-kill, right? But it made me realize there's more than just what they're saying. It's what the people who listen to them, why they do it for. It's more of a dependency. And it's like they are set by what keeps them in line of sanity is what they say. So if the norm is, okay, everything's fine and normal, then I'll be fine and normal and dandy.
Yeah.
And it's deeper because like just seeing the glimpse of this craze, what happened when looking outside, right? And everyone went crazy and people who, I can't breathe. And I try to like really, because I went out there with the first mindset when I got shocked by it. I was like, oh shit, right? And then seeing people. But then when I calmed down, to be honest, I didn't see any I smelt it, but no breathing difficulty, nothing, right?
But they get that shit all the time in California, right? The fucking
all the time. Yeah, I had
the red
sky. Coworkers telling me, "Oh, yo, man up. This is nothing.
Yeah,
I know.
This is day one.
They used to that shit. So
not saying that it's not harmful or anything. To a certain degree, there is, right? But like, I went upstairs, blew my nose. There's nothing, no kind of dust or anything coming out.
Yeah, you're also in a better shape, and you're more of a, you're better example of good health than a lot of other people that are out there. So they could also be affected in a way that you're not.
Yeah, but I also 100% you're right. But like I noticed once you're thinking from a panic state and then from just a calm state, your breathing automatically changes. Yeah. So
I'll tell you what though. Sorry, Ark.
No, go ahead.
That debris, whatever the fuck was falling, is real. Because my car was covered.
I know, facts. It's like pollen, right? The pollen
it was like pollen with debris and dust, and it was like disgusting.
There's definitely something. Definitely. That's why, that whole bomb shit. I mean, again, if we're gonna appease anything, that was like, I was like, yo.
If you're gonna choose one of them, it's that one.
Yo, right? Because, right? So, okay, we're gonna dive.
What kind of bomb?
We're gonna
like just
dive.
A regular bomb? Like somebody bombed the fucking
Not even sure, but talking about bombs. So I have me and wifey, right? One of her best friends, which she's like our best friend now, right? Because it's like when you get married, you're friends of your spouses, they just become your best friends now, right? So she's Russian, and she's from Belarus and all that, and she has family out there, and they're speaking to her about Ukraine, and she's like, "There's no war going on in Ukraine, bro." Like, it's the craziest stuff how she's telling me this, and I'm seeing these conspiracy shit again online too, and they're like, it's a different kind of war that they're fighting, bro.
Yeah.
It's not like
It's all about money, man. It's all about
it's a currency
money.
war going on, bro.
Yeah.
And resources.
So yeah, let's
All right,
lighten it up.
I'm done with today's
let's lighten it up a little bit. Yeah.
Ark's deep dive fucking segment.
My bad.
Yeah, so what else is going on in the entertainment side of things?
Movies,
music,
man. Some new
movies too.
Yeah, let's go with movies. There's a lot of new movies dropping, man. Well, what are y'all excited for?
I just saw, of course, because of the kids. That's my excuse, but I probably would have watched it anyway. Spider-Verse, that shit was fire, son. That shit was. I mean, of course, we all hate cliffhangers, right? And this was like your true blue cliffhanger stopped in the middle of when shit got thick. But for the most part, it was really dope.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, man. I mean, we could use the kids as an excuse, but these movies have gotten so good. Like, I feel like we're blessed to see them so good in our lifetime, man.
Facts,
comic book movies used to suck so bad. And now, bro, even the ones that people consider bad, I'm watching them. And obviously, I'm not watching them as Oscar winners. I'm just watching them for pure enjoyment.
And like, oh my God.
And they're good. They're really good. They're made well. The stories are told better as effects have gotten better, and to me, they're just very enjoyable. Like, for somebody who grew up reading them in comic books, to be able to see them like translated so well on screen, I feel blessed to be able to see that.
Same here, man. When we saw Avengers Infinity War and Endgame come out, that was like
blown away.
That was like the pinnacle for me. Like, wow.
Really? When I saw Transformers 1, even though like some of those Transformers movies are but Transformers
the last couple got a little crazy. But what I was telling Ark,
was crazy.
I got my boy Ark and Ramon, the two nerds on a group chat. I was like, yo, let's play hooky next week. Go see Transformers, bro. I want to go see that because I know wifey ain't gonna want to go see that shit. That's a little too much.
I might check this one out, man. I kind of checked out of the Transformers films after the first three. But this one did look pretty good.
It's different, right?
The Beast Wars.
Beast Wars, they look crazy.
They got the Maximals. It looks sick, man. And it got
a Unicron looks crazy too.
It got a hip hop New York vibe to it.
Mirage, yeah.
You know, so definitely check that out.
Spider-Verse, I do definitely want to check out, man. I really did enjoy the first one, so I'm gonna try to check out the second one, and even like Flash. I mean, I know dude's been out there a little bit lately, but other than that, man, I've been, from what I've been seeing and the trailer that came out, I'm excited for that Flash movie too, for Flashpoint.
Yo,
I mean, so far the only one I've seen is the animated Flashpoint. So to see
that animated one,
sick.
Yeah,
that was the beginning of the crazy. Did you see the Apocalypse and the War and the ones after that?
I did. Yeah, I've checked out a lot of them.
How they fucking killed. They killed
a lot of people.
Some of these, like, you saw what they did with Green Lantern, cut them in half. Yeah, it was crazy. Those movies are dope. Yeah, I agree with you. And then seeing fucking Michael Keaton.
And even
original
the
Batman.
Series, even the Flash series had Flashpoint told in, I think, season 2 or something like that. So I've seen it already in the TV series, but I mean, obviously the CW effects and all that ain't gonna nothing to what the
like that
budget movie is gonna be. So
you know, that's to not get on the deep end, but like everything is about different dimensions, bro. Spider-Verse is about different dimension.
Multiverse.
Flash. Multiverse. Yo, what the it's crazy, bro.
They're trying to one up Marvel, and it's funny because Marvel is doing it too because they got nowhere else to go now. They told this whole long saga, and now they're getting into multiple worlds and stuff. But honestly, that's always been a big DC thing. So for them to do it's not out of the realm of. I mean, it's for you to watch it, and you can't be like, oh, this is too complicated, because that's what DC's always been. That's what comics have always been, man. There's always been different versions of different stories being told. So if you're into it, you got to accept that.
You know what they need to bring back, which may be a little too old school, but Silverhawks. You remember that?
Vaguely.
I remember. So Silverhawks, Thundercats. But back to
Thundercats too.
These movies. The last one I saw was
Flash. Guardians? Did you see Guardians?
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say that. So Guardians was like the last Marvel movie I saw, and it was really good. Because I'll be honest, I've been disappointed with a lot of Marvel projects lately. Like that Ant-Man was all right.
Yeah.
There's a couple others. Like the shows weren't, they were okay, but nothing crazy that stood out to me.
That
Like,
Secret Invasion.
I like the
good.
Loki one. I thought the Loki one stood
Loki
above.
was good.
Stood ab-
It was
Yes.
one of the. It
I
was
like
one
the
of the
Loki.
better ones.
That was the
Well,
best
like,
ones. Yes.
you know when that She-Hulk shit was kind
The
of trash.
She-Hulk was your
Yeah,
favorite.
I was waiting. I was waiting. I was
That shit
waiting
was
for
trash.
one episode to kind of like, make the other ones just
To redeem it.
worth it. Yeah, exactly.
They made my boy
Never-
Daredevil look like a sucker, bro, doing the
It
walk
never
of
happened.
shame.
Yo,
It
did
never
you see
happened.
they're
Trash.
revamping Punisher and Daredevil and all that?
I'm just
They're
glad they
bringing-
didn't recast them. Yeah.
They're bringing back all of the Netflix characters.
Yeah, Punisher's gonna have some kind of like armor and shit, which should be dope.
But yeah, Guardians was dope. I actually saw Avatar 2, The Way of Water.
That was awesome too,
Sick,
man.
bro. Amazing.
Oh, man.
Like it was a
That
long
was
ass
long.
movie,
Pause,
but the effects is next level. Like you feel immersed in that world. Like you feel like you're in there and Pandora. Like they leveled up from when the first Avatar came out. Not the last Airbender, like the blue avatars with James Cameron. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that sequel was sick, man. Really good. And he's gonna do like 3 more.
Yeah. He's known for pushing the boundaries of whatever technology is out at the time. Terminator 2.
Easy.
I mean, if you watch that today, that shit still stands up against a lot of them.
All those movies were created by I forgot her name, but she wrote a book, and in it they pulled out The Matrix and all the Terminator movies from it. It was actually one story, and they made the Wachowski brothers and all that. She took them to court and all that, and she won millions and millions of dollars. But when she talks about it, she breaks it down how Neo was supposed to be the Matrix kid, John Connor or whatever. That was and it's deep, bro. It was real deep. Trinity is his mom. Like it was a lot. It goes way more in depth. And it's crazy to see that was one movie, and look, they just fucking hijacked her shit.
But that last Matrix was trash. Let's be honest.
Horrible, I didn't get into it. Yeah,
it was trash.
Yeah.
They just trying to milk.
They're
just trying to milk these franchises.
But then it also shows you that they weren't like the authentic creators of it, because she wrote something, right, as a fourth, like after all the legal issues and everything, she wrote another book, and then from what I have read, I thought that it was going to mirror the book, but they didn't. And the book was supposed to be that he never took that pill. That, remember the red pill? Red pill? He didn't take it in the first one. That he ended up taking the blue one, and he dreamt all of that shit. Oh. And then it went into him still being in the Matrix, and then getting pulled out eventually from that. But that would have been cool to see then, especially.
This one didn't do it for me, and I went in there wanting to like it.
Bro, of course, Matrix, bro. That was part of my childhood. That's what helped me become such a tinfoil hat. Like, it gave me all the reasons to rebel and to.
You want to start talking about flat Earth now?
Yeah, that's next week. We can't scare Eaz away, bro. That's next time. Sure. Actually, we need to pull out some of these stories that Eaz has, bro. Being in the studio and recording KRS-One, dropping fucking 10 songs in one sitting.
Yeah, we'll save that one for the next episodes too. Maybe I'll give you one each
every show. Yeah.
That's dope. Definitely. I want to hear that. I want to.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Relive those.
Feels like another lifetime ago, but when I think back on it, I'll be like, yo, that was dope. You know.
What was
funny? You don't even enjoy it in the moment. You don't even enjoy it in the moment, right? Because
you take it for granted.
You're working. You know what I mean? But then when you look back on it, you're like, damn, my 12-year-old self would have been very fucking proud of that shit. So.
Facts, man.
That's dope.
Facts. Junior Reed brings back memories too. You know, the
Yeah. We gotta save these though. We gotta save these.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. We gotta.
Each one got its own niche and each one got its own humor. So yeah.
Yo, Eaz, you still playing chess? Yeah, right.
You know, not for nothing, bro. You don't whip my ass in it so many times that you took all the joy and fun out of it whenever I played it. So it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Dean plays too. And the same thing, yo, everyone gets better, bro. Yo, Dean is.
So I thought I was good, bro. I thought I was good, and then we would open up every studio session with a game, and Ark would make me want to take the board and just throw it across the fucking.
we play chess.com. Like I would rather play in person, like on the big board, but we play chess.com on the app. But the thing is that this motherfucker, like he forfeits the games because he forgets to make the move, and then and then your ranking goes down. So a lot of times I'll win by default because he hasn't moved.
Don't make a move in like a week and a half, and then it ends up.
No, you got like 1 or 2 days to do it. Oh, but I would like to play you, Ark. Let's play.
We could play online. We could play online.
Let's play after this. We'll play a 10-minute game.
There's this game that you can play multiple people on it too. We actually shot an episode of that. We tried to do Go Gun Ho. I was like, yo, one I podcast isn't enough. Let's do 2.
I think it'll be dope in person. If we do that, we do it in person with the big board.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the ideal setup. Everybody being there in person.
I agree. Yeah. Now that it's warmer now, bro, your kids are older now, man.
Not mine. Mine is.
No, but you know, like definitely not infant. You know, like where you got to watch over them every.
I'm the one with the infant.
Bro, I gotta watch him every second because he starts climbing on shit now.
Yeah, I got a 4-year-old. I got a 4-year-old and a 4-month-old, bro.
The 4-year-old is his own journey still, bro.
Like, not only do I gotta watch him every step of the way, man, but then even when he's playing with his brother, I'm like, yo, you're gonna break him, bro. Just please be careful.
Yes, man. They don't understand.
Yeah. No, they don't get it.
Oh, you gotta, yeah, man, it's crazy.
But it's interesting, man, and well, I mean, obviously the little one can't tell me, right? But like Max, at least like there's no jealousy. He loves his brother. So in that I lucked out, man, because I know a lot of people that go through a lot of jealousy between the 2 siblings when there's that kind of an age gap. You know?
Yeah,
I think it's also beautiful, the parents. Man. You guys, your wife is amazing, bro. She's such a great person. I think that's what it really comes down to.
Thank you, man. I chose her myself, you know. So
yeah, good decisions. See, man, you can never die. You make good decisions,
man,
bro.
There you go. There you go. Nah, man, I got a lot to be thankful for on that.
Bro, that's what really helped, man. Look, I'm not talking smack about none of my past relationships, but it's not up until you meet the person that works best with you that the best things happen, right?
Absolutely.
Because, like, once you have the right click, man, having kids and all that, it's awesome, man. You look back, you know, me and Jess a couple like hours ago were just sitting back. Even now, just watching Xavier, he had taken the podcast equipment and like I'm taking over, and just little silly things like that make you like, man, this is crazy, man.
Yeah, definitely. It makes those moments where you want to, you know, just take them by the neck. It makes those moments.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially you got so many toys down there too. I know that's all limits for him, right?
Well, yeah. Yes and no. I mean, it's not like he purposely looks to break anything. And like I like seeing him on the piano and playing and doing stuff like that.
That's so dope, man.
Honestly, I'll be honest, man. When he was little, I always said I was like, hopefully he don't like it, man, because a lot of the shit that you deal with in this music business, I would never wish it upon my son. But you know, it's what he sees, man. So it becomes what he knows. So he'll sit there and just play in the notes, and like obviously, like he don't really know what he's doing, but he knows what sounds good with what, and it's amazing to see a brain work that isn't clogged. Like as adults, like our brains become clogged with a whole bunch of shit we don't need. And kids don't got none of that, man. They just go and they play and they just take it at its like the root of what it is. And to him, he's just playing notes, and to him it sounds good, and there's no insecurity, there's no you know, trying to remember this, that, and the third. He's just doing what he feels is fun.
He's in the zone.
Yeah, he's in the zone, and it's just beautiful. It's beautiful to see that.
Yeah, we got to nurture it, you know.
Exactly.
Just nurture it, and you know,
I think that's where some of our parents didn't nurture us as much.
My moms would tell me to, I mean, no knock on my mom, man. I love my mom. She's a strong lady. But she would have told me stop making noise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
in the end, we learned from that, and I would never tell him to stop. I mean, I hope
Agreed.
he don't break
Same,
it, but at the end of the
same.
day, I would never tell him to stop. Be as creative as you want, man. That's all we got left,
Mm.
really, bro.
That's it.
And to your point earlier, when you came back to music, because it's almost like you have this void, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That only creating something.
Feels.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when we lock into that art, that's when we stick. That's the forever young, bro.
Yeah, and
Seriously.
I don't care how far AI comes and all that shit, man. No, nothing is gonna create what you had in your head, man. What you had in your head and what you heard before anybody else heard it, there's nothing that's gonna create that. It's only gonna be you. So in the end, whenever you do actually go through the process and create something, you put something out into the world that would have never existed otherwise.
It's a beautiful thing. You're like, oh, it's like sometimes I know when you sit back now, you're gonna look at your boys and you're gonna be like, holy shit, like, yo, this came from me.
Yeah.
It's
Literally.
creation. It's a beautiful thing, man. I can't wait to put these projects out. We got so much stuff, man. Eaz, we got something. Man, we just gotta just lay it out there. Like, definitely you should promote the single that you're gonna come out with next. You should put on the app towards the end or whatever, you know what I mean? Definitely promote that. What else? I want to shout out Doza. Doza has some projects too. My boy Doza, he had a project. It just came out, When the Rabbit Has the Gun Part 4. Definitely lock into that. At Doza the Drum Dealer. What else do we have? What else have we been listening to? There was something I wanted to address. Did you guys hear that Jack Harlow? All right, so Jack Harlow dropped a album. It was cool. I like
We're getting that. Sorry, bro. We're getting that countdown again.
Yo, watch your mouth. Yo.
So I think
you want to wrap it up and
let's wrap it up.
Continue it on the next one.
Yeah.
We'll have the
discussion.
The full session going.
Yeah, well, just I guess then just for the end, like me and Ark got a project in the works, man. Right now it's in the early stages. It's called Easy Architecture. We are putting together a 5-track EP. We got 1 track done now. That's fire. We'll let you hear it, when the time comes. But we got 4 more that we got to put together. So we're aiming for the end of the year. And we staying busy. I know Ark got the book that he's been talking about, so we just trying to stay busy, stay putting work out yet. But also I would love to do a collab, the 3 of us, now that Theme is rhyming again, and we all working and we all doing music, man. We got this platform to put it out. Let's
and you got the sweet lab. That lab is an official lab.
I'm down. Send me some beats.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man, I got some big announcements coming soon. You see this, my boy in the background.
I was gonna ask you, what's his name? Coming. What's his name again?
His name is Darius.
Yes. So he's with the Eagle, right?
Bushido 7 coming soon. I've been putting a lot of time into that website, man. It's crazy.
Yes, we haven't forgot about
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Thousands of fans. We're here, we're just working, we're trying to pull out more stuff, and it's nobody else but us doing it. So we got some stuff. We coming, man.
Yeah. On that note, guys, thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
Welcome, Eaz, man. Glad to have you, brother. And
appreciate it.
We'll see you guys on the next one. All right.
Peace. Yes.
We're gonna have to color this shit like crazy. This shit is mad yellow.
Yo, watch your mouth. That's racist.
Peace, y'all.
All right.
Later.